All right, so you want to know how to overcome stress and depression in your life? I am so excited because I'm going to teach you how to heal faster with the most effective and slightly badass way to do it. Stick with me, and I'm going to share with you my absolute favorite way to move through these stress and depression moments, and it involves what I call my gateway tool, EFT, or emotional freedom techniques, also referred to as tapping. So my first question to you is your mind full, or are you mindful? You may have heard this quote before, but we know that our mind can be our greatest ally or our worst enemy. There's a story, an old parable of a boy that goes to his grandfather, and the grandfather is telling him a story about there's two wolves inside of me. And he says one is an angry wolf, and he's bad and angry and disappointment and all these negative emotions, and he's fighting with the good wolf who is light and peace and love and joy. And he says, and you have those wolves inside of you too. And the little boy asks, well, which one's gonna win? And the grandfather says, that's easy, whichever one you feed. So when it comes to dealing with stress and depression and all these quote unquote negative emotions, whichever one you feed is going to continue to grow. So I want to help you today in letting that negative wolf, that bad wolf, that angry wolf, that hurt wolf get smaller and eventually start to die out so that we can feed this wolf of light and love and abundance and everything that's good. So the first thing that I would invite you to do is look for proof in this very moment that you are safe. Look around you. Are you sitting on something that is holding your physical body? Maybe you're sitting on a chair, a couch, or even the floor. Are there walls around you protecting you from some kind of elements or outside forces? Look around you and notice everything that is proving to you that right here in this moment, you are completely safe. And in this moment, I would invite you to allow whatever those negative thoughts are to start coming to the surface instead of suppressing them. And if it feels like you have a lot of emotions or thoughts that are coming up and there's too many, then just tell yourself just one thought at a time, just one emotion at a time. You get to control how these thoughts and memories and feelings show up for you. So what I want to teach you today is this tool called EFT, or Emotional Freedom Techniques, also referred to as tapping. What it is this really easy way to discharge emotional distress. This could be a thought that you're having or memories that are coming up, any kind of negative feelings that are coming up for you in the moment. And the way that it works is it uses finger tapping on traditional Chinese acupuncture points while focusing on the problem. So you might have seen, if you've ever been to get acupuncture, they have those models where it's like someone's face or a body, or it might be a poster, and there's all these lines going all over the body with all these dots on them. Those are the energy meridians that they use in acupuncture to help open up or close energy centers to help the flow of energy through these meridians. And the way it works is with these meridians, imagine that you have these energy systems going through your body from the top of your head to the bottom of your toes, and they can be like freeways. And just like freeways, there's on-ramps and off-ramps. So anywhere on that map where you would see a line and then a dot, that dot represents what would be an on-ramp or an off-ramp. And really what it is an opening in that energy system's track. So if we have these energy meridians going through our bodies, they're just like freeways, there's on-ramps and off-ramps. As we go throughout our life, we experience things that make us go, and make us close down, make us shut down, make us hold negative energy in our body. And that would be the equivalent of having a traffic jam on this freeway. So you're going throughout your life, you get a traffic jam, you aren't able to express yourself, you're not able to cry or grieve or move through that trauma, so it gets stored in your body's energy system along these meridians. And as we go through life, the more challenges and issues and things that we have, it can compound that like a traffic jam. So now you've got a 20-car pileup on what used to be a free-flowing freeway. So we've got this EFT tapping. We know that we're tapping on these specific points while focusing on the problem. We know that we have these energy meridians in our body, and what the tapping is doing is actually sending a vibration through those channels all the way to the amygdala, and the amygdala is what controls the fight or flight response. So imagine we're tapping on these specific points. It's sending this energetic pulse right up to the amygdala that says, calm down, I'm safe. There's no wolf that's about to eat me right now. In this moment, I'm okay. And that's what the amygdala needs to know to be able to turn down that fight or flight response. So we're using these, the tapping, it's flowing through these energy meridians, sending a signal to the brain that says, calm down, I'm okay. And what's happening is we're actually downgrading the amygdala's reaction to a threat. And here's the crazy thing. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. The amygdala can still get activated by something that's imagined. So if you are reliving something from the past or reliving a story that somebody else is telling you, maybe you have your own trauma or you're experiencing a secondhand trauma, maybe someone's telling you about a dog that's just got hit by a car and you're finding yourself feeling a response to that. The amygdala does not know if something is real or imagined. All it knows is something's wrong, I've got to react. So the tapping tells the amygdala it's safe. In this moment, there's no tiger that's about to eat me. It's safe to let go of whatever this feeling is, whether it's real or imagined. So what I'm going to do is just go over the basic tapping points, and then we'll go through the basic recipe so that you can get started with this amazing tool that, one, can be used as a coping mechanism, and two, used to actually create real transformation in your life if you want to continue your healing journey. So the points are pretty easy. There's a bunch of them on the face and then some on the fingers. So I will show you where they all are and then how to use them. The first one is at the top of your head. And if you've ever seen one of those acupuncture maps, you'll see that there are tons of meridians and points at the top of the head. So you don't have to worry about getting it perfect, which is great for us perfectionists out there. So when you're tapping on the point on top of your head, you can use a flat hand. You can move it around. You can keep it in one spot. You can do like a little fingertip. You can move them around. I like to do this little wiggly thing because it kind of makes me feel like I'm getting a massage at the same time. There's not going to be a wrong way to do it because, again, we're using vibration, and that vibration is going through the energy meridians to the point where it needs to go. So after we have the point at the top of the head, the next point is on the inside of the eyebrows. There's one on each side. It does not matter which one you use. You can do one or the other or both at the same time. For me, I like to do all three because of the little third eye point right here. I like to activate my intuitive measures while I'm doing this. So we've got these points right here. The next one is at the side of the eye. Again, it does not matter which side you use, and you don't have to tap very hard. Just very gentle tapping will create enough vibration, and the body knows what it needs to do from there. The next point is under the eye, and it's just right at the bottom of the orbital bone. It took me a long time to figure out how to say orbital bone, so you're welcome. So right here under the eye. The next one is right in the middle under the nose. I just use 3 fingers because it's comfortable. You can use 1 if you want to. It's up to you. The crease of the chin right here. And then right down from the collarbone. So we've got these little bony bones right here. If you just go down a tiny bit, there's one on each side. You can do one or the other. You can do them both. You can do a flat hand. You can do fists, whatever feels good for you, knowing that you don't have to tap that hard. Next point is under the armpit. So right here, ladies, it's about where your bra strap is, just right under your arm. Gentle tapping. And then there's a bunch of points on the fingers. So you can either hit all of the finger points or you can just do the wrists. I'm just going to show you the wrists for right now because it's a lot easier. So you can do the inside of your wrist and also the outside of your wrist. And that's it. Those are all the points. And the way that you do it while you're tapping is once you get to that last point that you're doing, you just start right back up at the top and then go through them all again. And you keep going as long as you need to until you start to feel relief. All right, so how do we put this in motion? I'm going to teach you the basic recipe so that you can know how to use this, and it's just going to be a brief overview. But the very first thing that you want to do is state your specific problem. Whatever is coming up for you, if we're dealing with something like depression, try to get really specific on what that depression is. Like right now, I'm feeling all of this depression that feels like it's overtaking my body. Whatever it is, just be really specific about what that really feels like for you. Next, you want to rate the intensity. So when I think about this depression that I'm feeling on a scale from 0 to 10, how intense is it? If you are at a 10, that means you are in a completely depressive state and you might need medical help at this point. You might be at a 5 where it's like, okay, I'm managing my depression, or you might be on a really low scale today. You might only be a 2. It's completely subjective and it's up to you. You don't need to compare it with what anybody else is thinking or feeling, but for you in this moment, just ask yourself on a scale from 0 to 10, how intense is this? And just write down the number. The next thing that you would do is your setup statement. That's really simple. It's just tapping on the side of your hand right here on this little soft fleshy piece. And you're basically going to tell yourself, even though I'm feeling this way, I still love and accept myself. So you would just be tapping right here, even though I'm feeling this depression that feels like a cloud over my entire body, I still love and accept myself. If you've ever seen tapping videos, you might see other people expand on this. That's fine. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. This is just a very basic way, but it all starts right here at the side of your hand. Just becoming friends with whatever you're feeling, knowing that it's just an emotion. It doesn't define who you are. It's just something that you're feeling right here and now. After that, you would do all the tapping through all of the points, stating the problem. And when you do this, a lot of people think, well, what do I say? I don't know what to say. I don't want to mess it up. What I would invite you to do is just imagine that you are talking to a trusted friend and just vent, get it all out. I can't believe this is happening. This is happening again. So-and-so did this, he did that. Whatever it is, just tap through the points while you are verbally throwing up everything that comes to mind. You're not going to say the wrong thing. Just let it come to you while you're tapping in all those spots. And then when you get to a point where you don't know what to say or you're ready to just take a deep breath, now you can remeasure that intensity. On that scale from 0 to 10, when you think about this cloud of depression that's coming over you, how is it feeling now? Usually what will happen is that number will start to go down. So if it was an 8, maybe now it's a 6. I've seen people go from a 10 to a 2 in a matter of minutes. It just depends on if you're doing it by yourself, if you're working with somebody, and the expression that you're allowing yourself to have. Somebody I love that's on YouTube, if you want to learn more, is Brad Yates. He's got amazing videos. He's been doing this for a long time. Love, love, love his stuff. And he's got a lot of videos on there for children as well. So I hope you like this video. EFT is my most favorite tool. I call it my gateway tool because for me, I love how it's a coping mechanism and also a tool for deep transformation. If you like this video, comment below. Let me know your thoughts if you've worked with EFT before or if you're stuck and you need some help. And also watch my next video, How to Find Peace in a Bad Marriage. See you there. Here it comes. Tap it, click it, watch it. You ain't got nothing else to do. EFT tap that video.